Attention everybody, this is the captain speaking and welcome to my channel, The New Traveling Critic. I'm your host Kapitan Konupis and this is the second part of my adventures at the Filipino restaurant Bulacan Halo Halo here in Athens on Michalakopoulos Street 105 in Ampelokipi. And as I said in the previous video, I have ordered chicken adobo, which is the national dish of the Philippines as far as I know. And I've been told that this is chicken with a base of vinegar and garlic and soy sauce. And the portion looks huge. And I have absolutely no idea how to eat that. And I would try my very best. And I will show you my impressions after my first bite. So, the chicken comes with the bones. So you need to be especially careful, especially when there are some smaller bones there. And sorry about this. But still very tasty. As a matter of fact, that vinegar, garlic, and soya combination is very interesting. The rice is obviously boiled, a little bit sticky. I don't know whether it's supposed to be that way, so I cannot say anything. But when you put a little bit of the broth on it, it becomes super tasty. And as far as I've been told, people in Thailand and in Indonesia and in Malaysia are usually eating with spoon and fork, and I suppose it's the same way they're doing it in the Philippines. So I'm trying to follow the tradition. So far, the taste is subtle but good, and I will continue eating and see whether I can get more flavors out of this food. So I was right. The more I taste into it, the more I get the flavor of the chicken adobo. A simple and modest food, but still feels very homemade. The rice, a couple of rice kernels could have been boiled a little bit better, but no real harm done. And let's move on. I took some chicken breasts and put it over the rice, and then I took the broth and put it over that, and that's where you really get the flavor. Really get the flavor. I've been told also by a Filipino lady that I met in the bus a couple of months ago that I should try some soup that is called sizzling something, which I don't remember right now. And I know that it's actually a soup where you have the entire pork snout inside or something like that. So I'm not quite sure whether I'm ready to have a soup with a pork head looking at me. So I tried the more modest solution, the traditional chicken adobo. Uh, as I said, a modest food, a simple homemade food, but still very delicious if you know how to put the portions properly together. So I will try and eat some more, and because I've had only some cornflakes for lunch, I'm gonna eat a couple of things more, and then I'm gonna leave room for dessert, and we will see what that is gonna be like. I just realized that I devoured the entire rice against my own knowledge, and the rice was a heap. It was a lot. It was a lot. Just a minute. As you see, we didn't eat it all, so we left the rest as a doggy bag for home. And feeling a little bit adventurous, I ordered desserts and I ordered uchi. And I know that it is made out of ube, which ube is kind of like a sweet potato or yuca. I cannot express exactly in it. So we will see uh, how the sushi are. I'm really curious to see what's it like, and we will go on. my horror, I realized that I have mistakenly deleted. Um, just a minute because my microphone went away. As I said, to my horror, I've realized that I've mistakenly deleted episode 4, which I don't even remember what it was. So I will have to look it up at home and then I will have to do it again. Okay, and these here are the chi, which took some time to be made. And as you see, they seem fattening, hugely fattening. So I'm gonna try. I don't know whether I'm gonna try all of them. I'm gonna try some, and I will tell you my impressions. Well, I was expecting them to taste somehow like mochi from the Japanese restaurants, which they are cold and the mochi are cold and chewy inside, and they look like lukumades, which is basically the Greek donuts or beignet or Mexican churros. Um, I expected them to taste something like that. Those here are weirdly crunchy and chewy simultaneously. The sesame makes some sounds and tastes, rather, not sound, like the koulouria, which are the Greek pretzels, let's say, that are being sold at every street stand. A very interesting and unusual taste, I have to admit. First of all, if you properly bite through the uchi, then you see there's some kind of filling inside. And secondly, this is called arzo leche, as it told me, and it's some kind of sticky dessert, which is a treat from the restaurant. Very nice of them. So let's see the arzo leche, what that is. So the arzo leche tastes a little bit like rice pudding, but with some spice inside. That's I'm not sure whether it's cinnamon or it's saffron or whatever it is, but it definitely has an aroma. And it is soft. I thought it was going to be gooey, but it's rather soft than gooey. So I'm going to try another one of the buchi, and if I can, I will take them home too. And I'm definitely going to finish the archo leche, and then we will say our conclusions. So, in conclusion, um, in conclusion, in conclusion, I will be honest. If you're expecting something fancy, you will disappointed. You will be disappointed if you're expecting something fancy and extravagant. This is a modest restaurant with obviously homemade food. Um, the buchi was very, very interesting as a taste. Um, Obviously, it is supposed to be as crunchy as it is supposed to be. The alzo leche is absolute heaven, highly recommendable. Um, the adobo chicken, as I said, it is a homemade food. So if you use the broth and the chicken and the rice properly, then you're getting a beautiful, uh, combination, and there comes a nice fragrance out of it. The rice could have been a little bit better, but all in all, first of all, I wasn't very familiar with Filipino food, so I might have been also be tasting some other food. Uh, I definitely gonna come here back again and try some more adventurous Filipino food. Let's say, uh, as I heard, the sizzling is not the whole pig head; it's ears and something else. So there's no snout going to look at me. Uh, I don't know whether I'm ready for the sizzling yet, but I definitely gonna try some other Filipino food so that I get a more spherical impression of it. First impression was good. there can be some improvisations, some improvements, not improvisations, improvements. But overall, it is good. As I said, modest home food, not something very extravagant, not something very fancy, but still good. And we are gonna say our final word another time when we're gonna be here and try another Filipino food, so that we're gonna be more acquainted with this Filipino restaurant. That was all for tonight, and until soon. Oh, by the way, I knew beforehand that the price range is from 10 to 15 euro per person. The adobo chicken that I ordered is 8 euro and 50, and the buchi is 350. And for the portion, actually, that the buchi is 350 is very little. So anyway, that was all for tonight, and until soon, stay well and goodbye.